What's going on, y'all? It's RX here, and I'm back with the daily prescription, giving you all your hype updates, all your hype alerts, everything you need to know. And today, basically, I found out some news. It's not really good news, it's more so on the bad news side of things, but definitely important, and I definitely want you to know, because as much as I love making money, I love saving it as well. This will definitely help out in saving some money because it is actually a case that has to do with StockX. This case that has to do with StockX is basically a data security issue, okay? Now, I just recently found out about this right now. I just had to make a video on this because this is super important. Someone tweeted on Twitter, I believe it was Zach Whittaker. Zach is basically an editor from TechCrunch, which is like a very big source for technology and news and all that. Zach basically tweeted, StockX deliberately lied to its customers in their statement. And he basically tweeted saying right here, StockX was hacked with more than 6.8 million user records stolen. That's about majority of all of StockX users, okay? That is fucking ridiculous. And the worst part about it is that StockX basically emailed everyone and lied in a statement directly to our faces. I got the email itself. Let me go get it. I still have it. It was just a few days back. And I knew something was up because when I go on StockX, like, I always have to reset my password. I have it saved on the app, but no matter what, I just always have to put it back in. So when they sent me a personal email saying, it says right here, here's the headline. It says, please reset your StockX password. And then it says, we recently completed system updates on the StockX platform. To access your account, please reset your password by clicking below. They're saying we have to reset our password after a system update. Like, that seems kind of shady, and it ended up being shady. Here they posted a report on their blog. This was just recently today, saying StockX cares deeply about the privacy of our customers. If y'all cared about our privacy, then how the fuck are you gonna let 6.8 million people get their accounts breached and then just sweep it under the rug like it was just a system update, and that all of this could be fixed if you could just reset your password? That's fucking ridiculous. And shout out to Zach for actually posting that statement and claiming that, because generally I, and also a lot of people who are also discussing this, feel that StockX would have just covered this up and moved right on, pretending that nothing happened. Like, our accounts aren't just like being resold, like, ironically, on the dark web. The blog basically goes on to say, while conducting our forensic investigation into the suspicious activity, and out of an abundance of caution, we implemented immediate infrastructure changes to mitigate and address any potential effects of the suspicious activity. These infrastructure changes included an update, full password reset, high frequency credential rotation, and a lockdown of our cloud computing perimeter. Okay, this is the step that got me. It says, we want you to know that we took these steps proactively and immediately because we had just begun our investigation and did not yet know the nature, extent, or scope of suspicious activity to which we had been alerted. That's concerning to me because I'm reading reports here that this data record hacking actually took place in May, months back. Either StockX just found out themselves from the report, which is just as scary, or they have been knowing about this hacking, and like I said, they just tried to cover it up, sweep it under the rug, and keep it moving. That's just as fucking scary to me if they genuinely did not know that almost 7 million accounts have been compromised, had their data compromised. That's pretty representative of how shitty their security is on StockX. And on top of that, it says, from our investigation to date, there is no evidence to suggest that customer financial or payment information has been impacted. And this is when we see here that actually a lot of people, I could just go through Twitter right now. Let's see. Now let's go back to this statement saying from StockX themselves, from our investigation to date, there is no evidence to suggest that customer financial or payment information has been impacted. Basically said that this is completely false due to the fact that someone bought these with my credit card and my account had to be closed. As you can see here, they have their information. Oh, they should have kind of blocked that out, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. Someone basically compromised this person's account, used their information, and copped some fucking size 12 breads, you know what I mean? 336, boom, out the window. Now, StockX has a lot of shoes to fill and a lot, I guarantee it, a lot of false orders that they're gonna have to fulfill and refund. I luckily haven't had a case, knock on wood. I've been using StockX. This is the thing that pisses me off the most. I've been using StockX for more than 2 years now. StockX has always been one of those mediums for me, you know? And I liked it because it was convenient that there's a middleman in there plays another part, you know? Every time I ship something to StockX, I felt fine with it, you know? Like knowing that the customer was going to be happily receiving a authentic 100% real item. Their shipping was so easy to do. You make a sale on it, you just print the label, put it on a box, everything was covered. I love that. Those were the pros of it. Cons, shipping would take pretty long to get to the destination, and also their authentication centers are not 100% reliable. I heard stories of fakes going through StockX. I personally, a couple weeks ago, I sent in a Travis Scott Astroworld tee, had that shit sent right back. Even though I had the receipt from the Travis Scott website proving it was authentic in there, they still said that it appeared fake. I had a bunch of shoes sent back to me because they said it was scuffed or less than dead stock condition, when in reality they were straight from the box package to StockX. There were a lot of faults with the system. The thing that pisses me off the most is that they genuinely decided to lie to their loyal customers. I have friends that are at least like level 5 StockX. StockX is just their selling medium. They don't sell on anything else. Now after this situation, I don't know where StockX is gonna go. There's probably gonna be a lawsuit being filed. It's just ridiculous because a bunch of loyal customers were trustworthy of this app and they pretty much backstabbed us with this whole case happening. I, for one, am definitely not going to be selling on StockX after this. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with my account. If there's any history, I'm gonna look into it. If none, I'm taking all my listings off and deleting my StockX account. I don't think I'll ever sell on them again. It's too risky to have that much information, you know, be on the forefront with such a shitty security network that they could just easily get hacked like that. I suggest you too, if you have a StockX account, this is why I'm making this video. Like, my goal of my channel is to basically help you make money, to give you tips to make money, all that, but this is just important. Losing money is not a thing to play around with, especially when you have also your identity at hand. Fraud, all those cases, it's not a joke. So I just feel like this is a good platform to let you know that if you also have a StockX, just be aware, check your account, and if you can, delete all your information off the app, and I suggest not to use it again. This guy has a very, very, very important point. This isn't an update. We should have heard it first from you guys, not once our info hit the dark web. They really just expected us to brush this over like a simple incident, you know, just reset your password or whatever. And the fact that third-party source like TechCrunch had to pretty much make a whole article just so that we can understand what's going on, it's kind of shady on StockX's part. Like, as a company and as a business model, you always want your customers to be in the know. The next selling platform, I believe, which is just as good as StockX, if not better, is definitely, I suggest you to download Goat app. If you don't know about it, basically the same thing. Goat is even better, clean interface. Only cons about it is that you need to do a lot more work to prove your item is authentic. You need to take pictures of the inside of the shoe, you know, shoes at different angles to authenticate it. In terms of selling shoes, reselling shoes, Goat is the GOAT. no pun intended. As of right now, I could see Goat easily taking the #1 spot. Also, their selling fee is a little bit higher, but I take protection over everything with Goat. So there's your daily prescription. Make sure you don't take this information lightly. I just want to let the people know, you know, that there's some bullshit going on, and I just want y'all to be protected from fraud. You know, that's some real shit. We're just trying to make money here, you know. We're just trying to resell for the culture, and this is not good for the culture. I don't see StockX going far from here. They're gonna lose a lot of customers, myself included, a lot of loyal customers. So there's that, y'all. Daily prescription with RX. Stay safe out there, and we out.